and that's passing the Turing test.
Whoa.
So a little bit of a refresher, the Turing test is by Alan Turing. It's from 1950, and it's a proxy to whether machines can think. And it goes like this. If there's an observer C and it's communicating with an A and a B, one of A and B is a computer, one is a human, but observer C doesn't know. Observer C can ask any question it wants and get any response it wants, or any response from A and B. And C has to guess which one of A and B is the computer. If the computer is able to trick C into C thinking that it's a human, then that computer has passed the Turing test. So let's look at computation growth, because that's a little heavy. So computation of a human mind is represented in this graphic. It's the cavern. And as you can see, we're on an exponential growth curve. We're in this graph on the left, we're about 1 mouse brain, and this is calculations per second for $1,000. As you can see, since we are on an exponential growth curve, going from 1 mouse brain to 1 human brain is a matter of years. And going from 1 human brain to all human brains is also a matter of years. And as you can see, since it's exponential, it looks like nothing's happening, and all of a sudden we've filled up the capacity. So as far as computation, assuming that exponential increase in computation holds up, we should be passing, well, at least the necessary benchmark to mimic the human brain as far as computation per second goes. So the Turing test is something that a lot of AI researchers talk about and have made predictions about. There's one famous prediction by Ray Kurzweil, and he made a bet of $20,000 that we'll pass the Turing test by 2029. I think it's going to be sooner, personally, but Ray Kurzweil is the director of engineering at Google, and he's written a lot of books on the subject, and a lot of other predictions that are a lot, maybe next level predictions based on passing the Turing test and what comes next. So what would be the impacts if we did pass the Turing test? We don't know. Essentially, it's going to be the point where machines can think. So machines will be able to program, they'll be able to confer and give you answers to research questions. And basically, whatever humans can do, machines will be able to do. And maybe they'll be able to do more of it, do it with more accuracy, do it without sleeping. So there's a lot of implications to it. And if it does happen, it's going to change basically everything. But a little bit of like a note on this. Ben Goertzel is an AI researcher, and he talks about the perils of prediction. He says, for every specific technology, you can predict a few years out. If you are predicting, if you're looking across the whole human race, across all possible inventions and technologies, it becomes harder. So some unlikely thing is almost certain to happen. So yeah, I have one prediction. I think the Turing test will get passed, and it could happen any day now at a research institute when we'd hear about it on the news, hopefully. Cool, that's about it.
Whew, that was a heavy one.
Yeah, it is pretty heavy.
I have a question, which is that if we don't know the impacts of passing the Turing test, why are we trying to do it?
It's going to be lucrative, I'm guessing.
Yeah, I mean, humans chase power, I think, and it's going to be really powerful, maybe. I don't know. There's no stopping it. The cat is out of the bag.
Yeah, I feel like that the cat is out of the bag is a good theme for all these predictions.